back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy Ranj. I hope you're all doing well. Listen, apologies in advance for this super delayed video and just for the inconsistencies with my YouTube channel, but you know what, listen, I'll speak about that at the end of the video. And without further ado, as the title suggests, this video is all about my new exhaust system. So now I've got a Milltek exhaust system on my Audi S3. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, please do carry on supporting my YouTube channel. Follow me on my social media platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell icon for future notification, especially if you're new. Thank you to everyone who's subscribed to my YouTube channel already and just has stayed subscribed. Many things to come with my YouTube channel, as I always say, but listen, it's hard, it's time consuming, it's expensive sometimes, so I hope you guys understand. Trust me, it's not as easy as just recording it once and then it's perfect. I wish it was, but yeah. Let's get straight into this video. Just to quickly set out an agenda just so you can know what to expect for the remainder of this video. I'm going to start off with a cold start, and for every comparison I do, it will be comfort versus dynamic mode, just because that's when the valves open and valves close. So yeah, I'll do a cold start, I'll do some revs, I'll do a launch control static, just so you can hear the sound, only in dynamic mode. I'll try to do an actual launch control, but I won't be able to get like an outside shot because it's only me filming really, and it's hard. I don't want to leave my tripod outside and drive off and someone take it, especially with my camera being quite expensive. And then what else? Yeah, and then some in-cabin sound shots so you can hear the difference of, you know, what it sounds like inside the car really, between comfort and dynamic, because there is a massive difference. So the system I've got is a non-res system, meaning there's no resonator. I haven't got my original OE centre pipe. I've got a Milltek OE, a Milltek centre pipe, which is 3 inches. It's got a larger diameter of the original OE centre pipe, but I've still got my stock downpipe and stuff like that. But in the future I will change my stock downpipe, but it won't be to a Milltek one, just because I think there's a few better ones out there. Whilst I'm driving, I'll go through the costs and stuff, and yeah, go through anything else that I may have missed in this intro. But yeah, please do enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment, and let's just get straight into it with the cold start. Cool. Right, just filmed the revs and the launch control, done the cold start now, so we're not able to do any drive-bys, won't be able to do a proper launch control just because it's too busy and I don't want to get in trouble. So what I'll do is I'll just do the in-cabin sound so you can hear what it sounds like. Okay, so I'm going to drive in comfort. We're in the normal gearbox settings. So like I said, this is a non-res system, so similar to my res delete, but obviously it's a different back box, and this time the center pipe's increased in diameter, so now it's 3 inch, and it's quiet. So obviously I've got the windows closed. I'm driving at around 25 to 30 miles per hour, 25 right now, but you know, it's good, can't complain. There's no drone on the motorway, and I normally drive in comfort on the motorway, very rarely dynamic. It's absolutely amazing. I really can't complain on the motorway. It's so silent sometimes. I feel like, whoa, is the car actually on? But yeah, as you can hear, no drone, really nice. And just at a flick of a button really, it kind of transforms into a totally different animal. I let the car warm up, of course, as well. And just whilst I do let the car warm up, I can't apologise enough to everyone who's been waiting for my YouTube videos, you know, patiently subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate you lot. Love making content for you all, entertaining you all, whatever it may be on. And I've been investing into my car and my YouTube because I see it as a business. If I want it to grow and if I want to do this full time, I've got to invest into it. It's not cheap. The coilovers, this exhaust system, the carbon diffuser, the things I do, the new wheels I'm going to get, none of it's cheap, you know, and it's only going to get better and better, I can promise you that. I feel a bit sentimental here now. But yeah, we'll just drive around. Like I said, you can still hear my voice in comfort mode, and when the music's playing, it literally drowns out any exhaust noise at all. Can't wait to fit my coilovers. I was driving quite fast the other day in a straight line, and the way this car just wobbles, not a wobble, but it just doesn't feel secure. So putting it on the coilovers, and they're, you know, the coilovers are essentially KWV2, so premium coilovers. It'll be a bit lower, which I'm a bit worried about the front end. But in addition to that, I'll get a few other handling components in the future. Again, it's not cheap, so when you lot help my channel and watch my videos, share them, comment, like, it helps with the engagement and the growth of my channel, which ultimately means that I'm able to invest more into my YouTube channel and my car. So we're about to join the motorway now, and what I'll do is I'm going to increase it. What I'll do is I normally drive in around 70 miles per hour cruise control, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So we're at 70 miles per hour now, and all you can hear is the road noise through the tyres, because the Michelin PS4s are quite noisy. But that's all you can hear. You cannot hear any of the exhaust at all at 70 miles per hour. It's absolutely amazing. I know a lot of people worry about drone. A lot of people bash the Milltek system, but for me, can't bash it at all. It does everything I want it to do. It's quiet when I want it to be, and it's loud when I want it to be, which is exactly what you want from an exhaust system, I suppose. So what I'll do is, I'm obviously still in comfort. What I'll do is I'll just, so you can hear it's not a lot really. You can hear obviously the exhaust sound when I press it, but it's not massively, you know. I'm doing 80 miles per hour right now, slowly working its way back down to the cruise control setting. But yeah, but listen, you're always going to get that kind of yeah. And then what I'll do is I'll give it another one. The only thing you can hear really is the wind and just the noise coming from the tyres. You can't really hear anything else. I'm going to switch it into dynamic now. There we go. So valves are open now. You can hear it a little bit more now. We'll give it a bit here. So one thing to probably note is the pops and bangs, they're kind of similar. They probably happen more frequently with the Milltek exhaust system now, and I'd say the occasional pop and bang is a lot louder and a lot sharper. I'm not sure if you'll be able to hear that through the window, but so the window's being closed, but hopefully you can. And when if I think it's not that windy, I'll just I'll pop the windows down. Another thing to mention is, with it being a larger pipe diameter, there is obviously a better, essentially an increased airflow, meaning that I feel like the car's a lot punchier. I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but when I first got into it, when I got the exhaust system put on, I thought, wow, this feels a lot punchier. I don't know, that's just what I thought. The biggest thing for me, obviously, apart from the sound, is the way this integrates with the OE valve system. Like, so after 3,000 revs, or just under 3,000 revs, you can constantly hear the valves opening and closing, and I think that's amazing. The fact that it works so efficiently, like consistently, is perfect. It was one of the things that just impressed me massively. I just did not expect it, to be honest with you. I was just shocked. The way this car builds up speed is scary. It's so scary. wind here, so it should be nice. We'll drop in a second. Fuck me. So back in my room, I hope you enjoyed that video. Listen, and again, you know, like I said at the beginning of this video, I apologise to all of my subscribers for the inconsistencies, especially with the car content. So in terms of going forward, what can you expect from my YouTube channel? In terms of car content, I've got new coilovers going on the car, which cost an arm and a leg, weren't cheap at all. Got a few other handling components that I haven't bought yet, but I would like to. New wheels. In terms of what I have got, so the coilovers, the carbon diffuser with the F1 rain light, that's going to be fitted on, so the maximum one's going to be taken off the car. And I'm going to be retrofitting power folding mirrors. I'm going to be hardwiring my own dash cam, which I think will be useful just given its relation to my S3, and I want to start making more content on my S3 in particular, because that's what I started the channel on really, and I want to kind of move away from reviewing other people's cars just for a little bit. Training videos, yes, I don't know if you can tell, but listen, I've been training hard for my holiday coming up. Got my own little home gym now, but yeah, been training super hard. And I want to break into the fitness scene on YouTube, so hopefully my next video will be a training video. So if you're into that, please do give it a watch, like, and yeah, predominantly car stuff is coming. I know a lot of people subscribe to my channel for car stuff, but just bear in mind it's not always going to be car stuff. It's going to be like when I go away in September, I'm going to be vlogging my holiday like I did for the Devon trip with my girlfriend Alicia. But yeah, but you know what, listen, I'm going to work hard and try to produce videos at least every 2 to 3 weeks, but I'm going to try every 1 to 2 weeks because you lot all deserve it. Thank you for supporting me. Please do carry on supporting me. Follow me on my social media platforms, subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit that bell icon for future notification. The delays with this video obviously was to do with the clamps and the exhaust tips, which was a bit annoying, but I'm happy I finally have been able to share this new exhaust with you all. And listen, it's not going to be the last time that you hear of my car and hear of my exhaust. Until next time, take it easy, love always, and yeah, take care of yourselves.